Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Lewis Basketball Network. I am back with another one, with another banger, with yet another video. Man, let's get right into it, guys. Last night we had 3 games, and I'm going to start with the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Portland Trail Blazers. Shout out to the Blazers. They win by 20, 114 to 94. If you can see, Paul George, 11 of 20 from the field in 40 minutes, 27 points. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 7 from three-point range, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. But he did have 5 turnovers. Russell Westbrook, 37 minutes, 5 of 20 from the field, 1 of 6 from three-point range, was 3 of 3 at the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal, with 14 points, with a plus-minus of 27, and he had 6 turnovers. On the Portland side, you had C.J. McCollum, led all scorers with 33 points, a plus-minus of 23 in terms of impact. 12 of 22 from the field, 3 of 7 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the line with 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Damian Lillard, in 36 minutes, 10 of 21 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals and 2 blocks, for a total of 29 points with a plus-minus of 27, the best on the floor last night. The Thunder, let's go into the stats, ladies and gentlemen. For this game, Thunder only shoot 35 of 86 from the field at 40%. Blazers 40.7. Blazers shoot 46.7%. Thunder only 5 of 28 from three-point range. They were 5 of 33 in game 1. So they're 10 for 61 through the first 2 games, guys. Blazers shot a respectable, very good 40.6% from three-point range, making 13 threes. So they were plus 24 from the three-point line. Free throws made. Blazers shoot 81% from the line, 17 of 21 from the field. Thunder shoot 19 of 28 at 67.9%. The Thunder out-rebounded Blazers just only by 3. They got 6 more offensive rebounds. The Thunder are a very good offensive rebounding team, one of the best rebounding teams in the league. But the Blazers actually did a much better job, slightly better, in terms of their defensive rebounds. So they did a much better job, slightly, finishing their defensive possessions. The Thunder had more assists, 21 to 17. 4 assists, not really that major. But what's crazy is Russ had 11 of the 21 assists. So Russ had more than 50% of the team's assists. The Blazers have 9 steals to the Thunder 6. Blocks were even. The Thunder committed 4 more turnovers. I felt like 5 of Russ's 6 turnovers that he had was just really inexcusable turnovers in some of that in that game. The Blazers had 19 fast break points to the Thunder's 11, so plus 8. The Thunder have second chance points, plus 4. And the Blazers were plus 12 in points off of turnovers with 23 to 11. So when I look at this game, Russell Westbrook continues to run into the same problem, and that's his shot selection is porous, along with his defense. His defense was not that great. And I know Russell Westbrook in the postgame said that he played terrible, which he did. I like the fact that he takes responsibility. My only issue is that he's going to say he's vows to be bettered. Now, my thing is he needs to play a much better job on the defensive end with Damian Lillard. Some of the threes that Damian Lillard took, Russell never really even tried to have him put the ball on the floor. Now, I know Colin Cowherd is going to have a field day with him, or he probably did already. Who knows, in terms of like hating on Russ and why Russ is all this. But this is what I tell you. Russell Westbrook, if he wants to change the perception, he's going to have to improve his game. 10 years in the league, and he still hasn't figured out how to slow the game down, which is why he continues to run into the same problems. Now, we could say that he doesn't care about shots, but it's like I want to remember Russ as a champion. And the way that he's going about his game, he's not going to be remembered as a champion, and he might likely not win a championship. That doesn't mean that he's not a good person, because Russ is a very good person. Nobody's disputing that. Nobody's disputing that he's a great player. Nobody's disputing that, people have said, well, if triple-doubles are easy, how come nobody's doing it? It's because Russell Westbrook is very conscious of the triple-double. That's why he's getting it, okay? If people put emphasis on trying to get triple-doubles, it can be accomplished. It can be accomplished if you set your mind to it. Russ is the one that's choosing to do it. I mean, there's interviews where he said that he's hated the fact that people have talked about triple doubles, but part of the reason is you continue to go after it. If you didn't care about it, you would not be trying to get points, rebounds, and assists. Because Russ, one thing that we know about Russ, he's a great player, but he knows how to stat the stuff sheet. And it's what I keep saying. Are his triple doubles going to impact in his victories? He almost got a near triple double in this one. He got a triple double in game 1 and they didn't win. So, that's my thing. And that's what I'm saying with Russ. And if these guys again losing the first, see, here's the thing. Nurkic is hurt. So it kind of put the Thunder in a little bit of a favorable position. Enes Kanter has a hand contusion, but he's good. He's going to be good to go for game 3. Lillard and McCollum gave you 62 points from their backcourt. They outscored the 2 stars from Oklahoma City 62-41, plus 21 from your 2 best players. And so that's what we have to really keep note on. So, listen, the Thunder are going to have to obviously shoot better than 10 of 61 from three-point range. Obviously, they don't have the shooting. The issue that I'm having with the Thunder is, once again, I feel like this team, and especially in particular to Russell Westbrook, Paul George, I know he's hurt, but he performed much better in game 2. So they need to move the basketball. They need to get secondary assists. They're going to see how easier their shots are going to be if they move the ball. But because of the way Russ plays, this is why the Thunder are a very inefficient basketball team. It comes and goes. And it's like, I want Russ to win so that he could get the monkey off his back and for people getting criticize him. But all Russ is doing is, by the way that he plays, sometimes, look, it's an accomplishment when he gets the triple doubles because no other guy has done it. I applaud Russell for that. But now it goes beyond the triple doubles. It's, are they going to impact in wins and losses, man? I want you to be remembered as a champion. You're a former MVP. Like, now you have to be to the point where it's like, they're like, well, you're doing the necessary things to win. But once again, I just noticed the stats. I'm not seeing like, he's improved his defense, but I'm not even seeing the defense. Now, Lillard hit some tough shots, okay? You're going to do that. As, someone has said, tough is a nice word for saying bad shots. But still, you have to do a better of ball denial, keeping the ball out of his hands, crowd him, try to frustrate him. It's like, you do these little things, man. Defensive positioning, using your feet, not your hands. Like I said, it's these little intangibles that are going to really help in wins and losses just more than stuff in the stats. And I've heard Russell say this before that, I'm gonna be better in game 3. I remember he said that he was going to shut Rubio down after Rubio scoring 26. When I told Russ, I said, Russ, Rubio is not the problem. It's Donovan Mitchell. He chose to focus on Rubio so much, Donovan ended up killing the Thunder. And Donovan Mitchell himself beat Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and Russ Westbrook on the time that Paul George went 2 for 18 in game 6. And that's my problem with Russell. It's mentally. 10 years in the league and he's still not there. He's very stubborn. And it's his stubbornness. See, his strengths are his own weaknesses, and he doesn't realize that. And it's going to be the reason why he possibly may never win a championship. It's one of the reasons why Kevin Durant left. And like I said, that's just not hate. That's the truth, and that's the bottom line. So again, but I do think that the Thunder will bounce back and they will win game 3. They can't go down 0-3. We know the history. No team has ever come back from 3-0. We're not talking about 3-1. Golden State Warrior troll. Yeah, you already know it's going to happen no matter what. They couldn't hold the 31-point lead, 3-1, right? But no team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit in NBA history. So the Thunder know that it's one thing to play better. It's one thing to play harder, but you got to play smarter. Not just hard. You got to play smarter, not harder. Okay? No one is going to question your effort, but you need to play smarter. Because it's those little mistakes that Portland is taking advantage of that's causing you guys to lose basketball, to lose the first 2 games of this series. They have to get better 3-point shots. Some of them were wide open and stuff like that. Some of them were forced. Some of them, again, comes down to style of play. And if Russell Westbrook and the Thunder are to come back in this series, they're going to have to do a much better job of playing more efficient. They're going to have to be smarter. And I feel like it's just like Billy Donovan, to me, is too afraid to tell Russ, no, these are the plays that we're going to run. I really don't see set plays when I watch the Thunder. It looks like a team, especially with Russell Westbrook, playing a pickup game out there, man. That's just not going to get it done if they expect to beat the Portland Trailblazers. And I had the Thunder as the favorites. I'm not ready to panic yet. But at the same time, it's like we can't expect these guys to think that it's going to be easy peasy if they're going to win this series. Last night, let me just go back a little bit, see if my tablet here will load real quick. Sorry, it's taking a while, guys, but, we'll get the box score. We did that. Okay, let's go back. And let's go to scores. I don't know why it's taking all this long time. Buffering. Okay, April 17th. No, we're not doing today. We're doing yesterday. There we go. In other games, man, let's go to the Toronto game. They beat the Magic after the game one, losing a very close game with DJ Augustin hitting the go-ahead three. They win 111-82. This was a great game for the Raptors. They played extremely well in this game. My goodness, this thing keeps freezing. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, this continues to buffer. Here we go. All right. So, Kawhi Leonard, 33 minutes, 15 of 22 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 3 of 3 at the free throw line, gives you 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals on 37 points, and was a plus 37 on the floor. Shout out to my man Kyle Lowry. Played well in this game after going scoreless in 34 minutes in game one. Plays 37 minutes today. 8 of 13 from the field. Excellent game. I almost said subpar. I meant to say superb game. 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Gave you 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block. And was a plus 30 and gave you 22 points. Good job, Kyle Lowry. Awesome game. Siakam gives you 19 points, plus 21. Marc Gasol gives you 9. And Danny Green gives you, he didn't score, but he also did other things on the floor. But Kyle Lowry, excellent game tonight. Definitely showed up. I just hope that you can continue in being consistent. No question about it, man. Definitely balled out good. It's like that's the type of performance Kawhi Leonard is going to need on a consistent basis. But Kawhi Leonard also has to show that he could be that guy that could lead the Raptors. I mean, this is not DeMar DeRozan anymore. You got to lead by example, my friend. And like I said, Kyle Lowry should have less pressure on him. Well, he still is going to have pressure. But my point is that with Kawhi Leonard here now and the impact player that he is, it should allow Kyle Lowry tonight not even try to even be able to do too much. So that's what I'm saying, that Kyle has to just, continue to be aggressive. And like I said, his scoring is going to have to bear some impact. I mean, you could do other things, but it's like those little things where you don't score could have been the difference between a win and a loss in Kyle Lowry's case. And it's like, I know he tends to shrink in big moments. And that's why I say that he's an overrated player. I'm not saying that he's not a good player, but he definitely is overrated. But and it's like, again, I picked the Raptors to win against the Magic in 5 games. I have them winning in a gentleman's sweep. My issue with Kyle Lowry is that when he gets to rounds 2 and if they can get to round 3, he's going to be even more vital because we already know about Kawhi Leonard. It's Kyle Lowry. If Kyle Lowry doesn't be that complement to Kawhi Leonard, the Raptors fail again. You're going to have to start looking like, is Kyle Lowry the point guard on your team to help lead you to a championship? That's the question, and that's what I'm saying. Because then you're going to start to realize Kyle Lowry, that DeRozan wasn't just the problem. And I said both DeRozan and Lowry. And DeRozan had 31 points last night. But it's not just DeRozan. It wasn't really just DeRozan. It was also Kyle Lowry. That's what I'm trying to get through your heads, guys. Also, last night, Denver Nuggets, man, come back from 19 points down to the San Antonio Spurs. It was looking real bleak for a moment. But they come back and they defeat the Spurs 114-105. DeMar DeRozan played great, 11 of 19 from the field, got 9 free throws. He's a throwback player. Notice he didn't take any three-point shots. Had 31 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. LaMarcus Aldridge had 24 points, 8 of 10 from the line, 8 of 20 from the field in 36 minutes. Derek White also gave you 17 points, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. They did a great job. The star of the game is Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray struggled through the first 3 quarters, ladies and gentlemen, but he scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. And I said, this guy might be the go-to guy. Who knows? Like, he played like a go-to guy because he was the hottest player on the floor in the fourth quarter. So he scores 24 points, only had a -2 though. Gary Harris scores 10 of 16 from the field with 23 points, 3 3-pointers. Jokic, 21 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, a damn near triple-double plus 17 on the floor, 7 of 15 from the field. Paul Millsap, 7 of 10 from the field. He scores 20 points, a plus 25 on the floor. I'm surprised that Murray got a -2 when his 21 points was so impactful in the fourth quarter because they were needed, because the Nuggets were on the verge of losing the first 2 games at home. And it's very difficult for a team to win a series after losing the first 2 games at home. Very difficult. Not saying that it can't be done because the series is not over, but it's very difficult and a difficult uphill battle climb. So once again, that's a recap of tonight's scores, man. So once again, Lewis with another one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Bless up, one love, peace. Thanks for watching.